If you are looking to maintain, maximize, or manufacture new hair, the algorithm has led you to the right place. I am reversing over a decade of severe hair loss and teach men how to do the same. I am AQBS and this is Back to the Barber. Picture being 19 years old and finding yourself in the mirror combing your hair before a college get together. Like it was yesterday, I remember wiping the water vapor from the mirror, taking a look at my face, and applying lotion to it. I unconsciously placed my index finger on the crown of my head and I scratched it a bit. All week it had been itching on and off, but I thought nothing of it. However, that day it was extra tingly, so I decided to use a handheld mirror to see what was going on. I then placed the mirror on the back of my head and saw this little bare spot of scalp skin I hadn't noticed before. It was so small that no one would or could notice even years later, but in that second, that very second, my heart sank. I knew it was starting. I knew that itch was an omen. I was going bald and I wasn't even 20 years old yet. By 27 years of age, I would be Norwood 7. You can say I hit the genetic lottery having both sides of my family with strong, smart, but unfortunately bald men. Not thinning hair men. Not let's use minoxidil and call it a day, Norwood 3 men. No, the infamous 3G men. What is the 3Gs of dealing with inevitable and irreversible severe balding? Grow a beard, get a hat, and gain some muscles. I grew up hearing that it was going to happen anyway, so I should be ready for it. But unlike many of you tall, dark, and handsome men, or you can be the total opposite, but for some reason you can pull it off well. Unlike myself, some people, men and women, won't look any better than being buzzed or even cue ball. I am not one of those people, I must admit. Before we get deep into this conversation, let's do something different. How about we meet at the local pub and down a few? If you don't drink, get a Coke. If you like cigars, there's a section for that too. Sports, conversation, and a good time spent is priceless. You may work doing this, or that, or this, or that, or even this. As long as it's productive, it's all good. So let's relax and kick back. I will take a bourbon. Let me try the house special. Give him a red ale. First round's on me. Wow, man, looks like we're down by 7. Still got a bit of time. So back to what I was saying. Losing my hair was never inconsequential for me. It was still a part of my identity, especially being so young. But mostly I felt shafted. I felt like I lost it way too early. Fast forward to now and over 40 years old, I guess I still hadn't quite got over it. A few years ago, when everyone was locked in their homes, I decided it was a perfect time to revisit my hair loss reversal efforts. I had tried a few years prior and had some success, but nothing like now, as I only did the topical regimen, and for like 6 months, I wasn't really consistent. However, that invaluable time I spent afforded me enough evidence that it was possible, and all I had to do is, take it seriously. I knew if I really wanted my hair back, I'd have to seriously throw out all of my limiting beliefs, mainstream understandings, and give it my all. And I have. As of today, I've probably read hundreds and hundreds of research papers while digesting thousands of data points from articles, patents, blogs, forums, research papers, vlogs, podcasts, and reverse engineered natty and synthetic products. I have studied everything from alopecia totalis to hypertrichosis in order to understand hair loss and become kind of like an armchair herbalist as well too. I've recorded at least 100 journal videos in this process and have even more pictures of my failures and progression. The seemingly simplistic and sometimes far out theories that I present to you on this channel are not just the rantings of a madman, but are fundamentally scientific in nature. Well, bro scientifically in nature. A few years later, I would create a YouTube channel on hair loss that I wish the algorithm would have suggested to me. Excuse me for a minute. Hello, can I just get the wings and fries? No batter, no salt. I appreciate you. Yes, yes, water. Thank you. So, what were the end results? Success. As time goes on and I upload my reaction videos to my own past videos, you will see the progression and visuals of my progress, as this won't be a faceless channel for long. I haven't really reached the regrowth threshold where all of my hair loss has been reversed, but I'm on my way and I have no doubt about it. See, because I had extremely severe hair loss early on, and I'm not using any human ingenuity products or lab-based solutions to reverse it, nor have I had any hair transplants, I felt like even if you took a different approach to restoration, my information and experiences will help you. It also kind of flies in the face of what we have been taught. If I can reverse over a decade of severe hair loss, what can you accomplish? So, cheers to the future, and cheers to the algorithm for connecting us together. Speaking of connecting, the name Back to the Barber is kind of nostalgic. Remember going to the barber shop as a boy and getting a nice cut? Your mom or dad calls you handsome afterwards. That was me and my brother Sean. We used to walk to the barber shop down the street every 2 weeks or so. Good times. RIP, little bro. YouTube is a little different though. It can be a very interesting place in the so-called bottle-sphere. I will do a video on some of these pitfalls soon, but it can be intimidating if you just want to stop your hair loss. It's like millions of videos being uploaded in a week, but if you try to find anything on hair loss, it's as if there's like only 3 type of options. Videos on how to take finasteride or other prostate medicines, videos on how to take care of your hair transplant, videos on other potential solutions, but at the end of the video, none of them are ever good enough, none of them are ever proven, and somehow always needs more research or evidence. It's never enough evidence, as much as the cure is always like next year. You notice that? Hey, yeah, I like this song. Let's vibe a minute. So you say you've been looking for hair loss information a while too? That makes sense why the algorithm sent you this way. I mean, you have the channels that say hair loss, but it's just dealing with being bald or acceptance. Probably not for me. Or hair loss restoration, but it's like clowning everything else, but narrow, traditionalist views. Then it's the channels that are like ran by surgeons or other professionals that make no mention of natural therapeutics, only surgeries, pills, or accepted solutions. The only thing you have left are the channels dedicated to like non-male pattern balding alopecias, or just regular old my hair is short, I want it long channels. You have a few herbal or natural hair channels, but 99% are about maintenance or maximizing growth, not hair loss reversal, definitely not androgenic alopecia. Like I mentioned earlier, I could not find many channels taking on hair loss from a different perspective. The research bros, the I tried this once bro, the don't do this bro, it hurts, the if we combine this with that bro, it may work, trying new things, failing, using new therapeutics, failing, pulling together information from other sources and just making it happen or not. Truthfully, I was looking forward back to the barber and I couldn't find it in the vastness of YouTube. Just copies, clones, everyone falling in line, everyone regurgitating the same information, if not reacting to it, and sadly, everyone's still bald. Yeah, I'll take another one. So what should you expect from this channel? I'm going to be heavy on the theories in hair loss and the fundamental root causes. I'm about actually reversing hair loss, not just halting it or maintaining it. I'm not an influencer. I'm not just a commentator. I wouldn't say I'm just a researcher because I actually apply what I find out. I am the researcher, but I'm mostly the guinea pig. I truly believe, since I have experienced it, hair loss, even severe androgenic alopecia, can be reversed, so there's no need to stay stagnant. I am not a pusher of natty solutions or synthetic brands. I am developing my own because I had to. But if you check my website, I'm probably 4 versions ahead of that now. I shift out quite frequently. I am not tied to any solution, even my own. I treat them like we should treat things in science, useful until we find a better solution. Having the same choices as we did since the 1990s, pretty much, with all of the information and technology available, seems rather odd, don't you think? I mean, is it me? So that's why we're here today. You were looking at videos for hair loss, or you search for videos on hair loss. Heck, you may have read a line on another channel with something like, Hey, I reversed over a decade of severe hair loss, and now I teach men how to get their high school hairline back on my page naturally, no matter the time or scale. Yeah, I did. I wrote that. And probably thought I was a scammer, but a little radical, hell, even desperate. But a scammer or fraud, I'm not. Yep, it's straight ahead, then a hard left. If you see the waitress, can you send her back? Man, yeah, okay. We may pull this win off. Yeah, nice. Where was I? So many of the angles or themes I present in the videos are new. They don't exist anywhere, just like a lot of my theories and restoration protocols. I focus on the gut because rather it's nutrition deficiencies or leaky gut, more than likely it has some level of effect on hair health and quantity. Secondly, I focus on scalp conditions of all three dermal layers because they were most affected by the immune system. Hair loss seems to be the side effect of a more serious issue potentially. I call that the omen. Even if that's not the case, I personally treat hair loss like a sign that I have some serious internal cleanup to do, at the very least. Luckily, when you reverse the conditions internally and externally, hair regrows on its own. Is it easy? Nah, man. Is it fast? No way. But is it worth it? I mean, what other choices do we have? So, you are saying that you have a lot to contribute to the community or tribe as well? Man, that's perfect. And that's just the thing. I'm not a guru. I'm just like you, so I love to hear your ideas, comments, even rebuttals. It's a two-way street. It's not a teacher-student dynamic. I say I am closer to a conversation starter or a trailblazer, leading the way for even greater trailblazers behind me. There are a few of us here today, but I'm guessing even some of the lurkers, people just kind of watching, they know way more than they're letting on. I'm cool with that. But I'm always open. Iron sharpens iron. I wouldn't be here without the comments, criticisms, and information gleaned from other bro scientists before me. This is a safe space regarding alternative and relatively unknown hair loss solutions and ideas on YouTube. No judgment, no ridicule, just openness. That's probably why the algorithm sent you my way. From your searches, watch videos, comments, some people even say thoughts. Hey man, I'm just a messenger. It's a small channel, so at this point, I recognize many commentators by name already. They can help you too. Thank you so much. Check please. All right, I know we can wrap it up. So it's been fun. We have to do this more often. I'm busy. You're busy. Hair loss restoration is a fraction of your life, so I understand that. Just keep up with me. Like, share, comment, and extract as much value as you can out of the channel. I promise you that I'm going to improve the quality over time, stay authentic and distinct. I'm going to try to answer the questions that I have if I were you. Now about organizing my thoughts and presentation and providing regimens, protocols, tools, and even products that will get you non-detectable faster. You can hold me to that. Before we leave, let's do a toast. Cheers to the algorithm, and toast to natty hair loss restoration and getting our high school hairlines back. See you on the next video, and remember, if I can do it, you... Wait, hey man, you good? Do you need a Uber, Lyft? Okay, I'm just checking. You all can do it too. Let's get you back to the barber.